Hi, I'm Cheryll Rawbone. I'm a mentor on the Coventry Chamber 22 in 22 programme.
And hi, my name's Janinah McKenzie, and I've been a mentee with Cheryll on the 22 in 22 programme.
I've been supporting Janinah as she establishes her new business, looking at ways in which it could be enhanced, how she could make sure that she's on a solid footing, and how to improve her going forward. And so that if she wants to talk about things like contracts or things like marketing, or use me as a bit of a sounding block, then I've been able to do so.
So it's been great having Cheryll as a mentor, purely because of the fact she's so well connected in the business world, but also because obviously she's a very savvy businesswoman. She's been in business for several years, so it's been
Thank you.
It's been great. It's been absolutely great being able to have someone around that I can talk to, whether it is about contracts. But also what I've benefited from Cheryll is just learning about being a good human in general, because Cheryll does a lot of philanthropy work. So that's been really nice as well, just being able to hear what she does. And she's been very inspirational, not in just a business sense, but also in just trying to be a decent human sense.
I think it's quite exciting for me seeing somebody on their business journey and helping to avoid some of the pitfalls, but also it can be quite lonely when you're setting up in business, and I think from Janinah's point of view, to have somebody she can chat with in a safe space and bounce ideas off. Hopefully, I'm sure from the feedback she's given me, which is very good, that she's found that helpful. But it's also been very interesting for me to be able to do that. It's great to be at the start of somebody's business journey and to give her a bit of support when she needs it. But also to be able to step back and perhaps challenge and discuss some of her ideas about what she wants to do and how she's going to accomplish it, and also see where there's anything perhaps that might be missing, and an additional avenue perhaps of revenue, or a way in which she could achieve more with the business going forward.
And I think for me, one of the main outcomes has been learning about some of the business basics, I guess. So obviously we're all aware of business basics, I guess. If you are a business owner, you come across them online. But I think having Cheryll as the mentor has really reaffirmed some of the information that I knew but might not have actually been doing. So having Cheryl say things such as, well, make sure you do this, or it's always good to do that, or that's best practice principles, I guess. It's been very useful to have that as a reminder.
I guess International Women's Day means to me that it's sometimes difficult for women in different parts of the world to be able to succeed. And if we can do things locally that help young women, particularly in the business community, overcome perhaps barriers that are not perceived to exist, but actually still do exist. And I think the embrace of equality is a very good theme for this year. And I'm really keen to see the development of people, no matter where they've come from, and actually having those opportunities.
Yeah, I think to follow up from that, in a previous life I was a youth worker, and I did specialise in, I started off as an employability and enterprise youth worker, and then I moved to, it happened during lockdown, health and wellbeing. And a lot of the young women that I was supporting, it was about helping them in terms of have access to certain opportunities and helping them to navigate the world. And obviously, as a Black British woman, and these particular girls were also of Caribbean heritage, it was very useful to have these conversations with them. And I would say that obviously equity is something that is very important in the workplace. And I think sometimes people think it's enough if they're just pleasant to be around, or but I think we have to go beyond that, and it's about trying to make sure that we do share opportunities with others, and that everybody has access to the same opportunities, because obviously some people might not have access to computers, some people might not have access to certain connections. And I think it's always important for us as women to try and make sure that we share the information we can. We try and support each other wherever we can. And that to me is the crux of what International Women's Day is about. It's about
Happy International Women's Day.